Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Is this all part of their epic love story, or is this just part of her imagination? At this point, she probably doesn't even know the answer herself. That's what a lot of the bold and the beautiful fans can't help but wonder when it comes to Brooke Logan and her infatuation with Ridge Forrester. Because truth be told, it was never love at first sight. Brooke might have always been in love with Ridge, but he was with another woman while she pursued him. Not only that, but this is the same man who has never told her that he loves her, and it's been years now. As you can imagine, B&B fans had a lot to say about the matter on social media. Some have even said, they always act like Ridge loved Brooke from the moment they saw each other. Brooke was the only one who was infatuated with Ridge from the start. They do have a long history, but when they first met, Ridge hardly paid attention to her. He was involved with the first Caroline at that time. Another fan wrote, "Yeah, it's ridiculous that after 40 years she's still acting like they're meant to be together. If they were really each other's destiny and meant to be together, they wouldn't have gotten divorced as many times as they did. They wouldn't have cheated on each other. Ridge wouldn't be waffling between her and Taylor." And then there was this comment as well. "What I always found cringy in the beginning was how Brooke would say 'I love you' to Ridge, and he would never say it back. That is, until she made him say it back to her by the Forrester pool one night. Oh Brooke, you're so sweet and beautiful. Why do you insist on chasing after this insensitive doof? Nick can't get here fast enough if you ask me." On the glamorous streets of Los Angeles, drama, betrayal, and unspoken desires constantly collide. And nowhere is this more evident than in the stormy saga surrounding Brooke Logan and Ridge Forrester. For decades, fans have watched Brooke oscillate between love, heartbreak, and obsessive devotion to Ridge, often at the expense of her own happiness and the well-being of those around her. But now, a deeper, more unsettling truth is emerging. Brooke's unwavering blind spot for Ridge is not just love, it's a delusion that may soon have consequences even she can't ignore. Brooke Logan has always been defined by her heart, often leading her into situations where reason takes a back seat. From her first love with Ridge to her countless entanglements with other Forrester men, Brooke has repeatedly put Ridge on a pedestal. Even when Ridge's actions have been less than honorable, cheating, lying, or prioritizing his career ambitions over their relationship, Brooke has found ways to forgive, rationalize, or even enable his behavior. Longtime fans will recall the infamous moments when Ridge's loyalty wavered. He pursued Taylor after Brooke's betrayals, married and divorced multiple times, and yet, Brooke somehow always returned, convinced that she was Ridge's one true love. Her blind devotion has been a recurring theme in The Bold and the Beautiful, but recent events suggest this pattern has intensified into a dangerous delusion. This week on B&B, tensions reach a boiling point as Ridge's focus shifts sharply toward Forrester Creations' latest project. Ridge has always been a man driven by ambition, but his laser-like dedication to a groundbreaking new line of designs has left Brooke feeling sidelined. Instead of confronting the reality that Ridge may not prioritize her in this season of his life, Brooke's mind spins stories where he secretly longs for her constant attention, secretly pining for her like he did in the good old days. Spoilers reveal that Brooke starts arranging more spontaneous visits to the Forrester mansion, orchestrating moments where Ridge is forced to notice her, despite his focus on business. She even goes so far as to involve her children Hope and Reek in gentle nudges to remind Ridge of their family unity. However, Ridge, absorbed in his career and upcoming fashion showcases, doesn't respond as Brooke expects. This is where her delusion becomes dangerously evident. Brooke begins interpreting Ridge's professional preoccupations as emotional tests of her love. She convinces herself that he is merely playing hard to get, or testing her devotion, rather than recognizing the simple truth. Ridge is genuinely preoccupied and emotionally distant at this moment. Adding fuel to the fire is Sheila Carter, whose timing is impeccable. Sheila, ever the schemer, senses Brooke's vulnerability and Ridge's emotional distance. She begins planting seeds of doubt, whispering to Brooke that Ridge might be slipping away emotionally, implying that she must act quickly to secure her place in Ridge's life. Sheila's involvement escalates Brooke's delusional tendencies, making her feel justified in overstepping boundaries that once would have seemed unacceptable. Fans can expect Brooke to begin secretive maneuvers, texting Ridge during meetings, dropping by unannounced at Forrester Creations, and even attempting to subtly sabotage Ridge's interactions with other women, particularly Taylor. Sheila's subtle guidance makes Brooke believe she is acting out of love, when in reality, she is increasingly straying into obsessive behavior. What Brooke fails to grasp is that her blind spot is creating a ripple effect. While she is caught up in fantasies about Ridge, she alienates those who actually care about her. Hope, frustrated by her mother's inability to see Ridge as a flawed human rather than an idealized figure, warns Brooke that she is treading dangerous territory. Rick, too, is caught between loyalty to his mother and concern over her increasingly erratic behavior. Moreover, Ridge himself begins to notice Brooke's unusual intensity. Initially, he chalks it up to love and worry, but as Brooke escalates her actions, Ridge starts to feel smothered. His patience, once a stabilizing force in their tumultuous relationship, begins to wear thin. In upcoming episodes, spoilers suggest that Ridge may have a confrontational moment where he directly addresses Brooke's obsessive tendencies, but whether she will accept the truth or double down on her delusion remains to be seen. The heart of Brooke's blind spot is her inability to separate Ridge's reality from the idealized man she envisions. This delusion manifests in several ways. Selective memory: Brooke remembers Ridge's best moments and conveniently forgets his betrayals or moments of emotional distance. Every reconciliation, every whispered promise, becomes proof of their destined love. Projection: Brooke projects her own desires onto Ridge. If she wants more attention, she interprets his silence as a test rather than genuine preoccupation. 3. Denial of reality. Even when confronted with evidence that Ridge is emotionally distant or drawn to other priorities, Brooke rationalizes it as temporary, assuming Ridge will inevitably come back to her. Obsession with control. Underneath the guise of love, Brooke's actions are increasingly controlling. She schedules, orchestrates, and manipulates situations in an attempt to force Ridge's attention, a classic symptom of delusion disguised as romance. The fallout from Brooke's blind spot is expected to be significant. Insider spoilers suggest emotional confrontations that will shake the Forrester family to its core. Ridge, increasingly exasperated, may finally confront Brooke in a scene described as raw and heartbreaking, where he lays bare the emotional toll of her delusional behavior. Fans may also witness a significant fallout with Taylor. Brooke's blind devotion to Ridge has historically led to bitter rivalries with Taylor, and this latest escalation could result in a power struggle at Forrester Creations, where personal feelings interfere with professional responsibilities. Meanwhile, Sheila's manipulation continues in the background, subtly exacerbating the tension. Brooke may feel betrayed if she discovers Sheila's influence. While Brooke has been portrayed as the eternal romantic, there are glimmers of self-awareness that could emerge in this arc. Some spoilers hint at a pivotal moment where Brooke's children or Ridge himself confront her with undeniable truths about her obsessive behavior. Whether she will accept these truths or spiral further into her delusion is the suspense that will keep fans glued to their screens. It's possible that Brooke may embark on a journey of forced to confront the uncomfortable fact that love, no matter how deep, cannot thrive on denial and fantasy. This could be an opportunity for B&B to explore Brooke as a multidimensional character, someone whose devotion is both admirable and tragically flawed. Ridge's confrontation. Expect Ridge to have a pivotal, emotional showdown with Brooke, where he directly addresses her obsession. Hope as the voice of reason. Hope may play a crucial role in helping Brooke see reality, stepping into the maternal role, ironically, by guiding her mother, rather than the other way around. Sheila's machinations. Sheila's influence will continue to fuel the drama. Whether Brooke realizes she's being manipulated or remains blind to it could determine the trajectory of this storyline. Brooke's emotional reckoning. Brooke may face a turning point where she must choose between fantasy and reality, between her idealized version of Ridge and the real man who has both love and flaws. Ripple effects on Forrester Creations. Brooke's blind spot will likely affect business decisions, alliances, and personal relationships at Forrester Creations, illustrating how personal obsession can spill over into professional life. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bold and Vanuful Update YouTube channel for more update news.